Okay, there. This is going to be episode one of Exiting the Simulation podcast with me, your host, Jimmy. And for today's episode or video, I'm going to be having a little chat with Melissa. Melissa, you there?
Yes, I'm here. What's up?
All right. Let's see. Before we started this, we had to go over quick little foundation, quick little questions about, what's going to happen and what I plan on happening and just general rundown of what the podcast is. And you understand, right, Melissa?
Yeah, I get it. 100%.
All right. So let's see. All right, Melissa. So how have you been lately?
I've been pretty good dealing with life. Nothing new. What about
Mm,
you?
Honestly, I've been enjoying it. I've been enjoying it. Life's
Oh,
been
must
a
be nice.
life's been a beach lately, or sometimes here and there, but
Yeah,
generally speaking, I've been enjoying it.
lucky you.
You know what? This is like a good a good starter, little icebreaker for this podcast right here. Um, why? How can I phrase it? Like, how don't you? Fuck, I don't know how to say it. Like,
What are you trying to say?
like, do you see others like generally more vibing than you? If that makes sense. Like,
Uh, yeah, I kind of get. I feel like everybody's vibing at their own way. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, you can see other people vibing more than you, but at the same time, you don't know like what else they have to deal with. You know?
yeah, like you see that everyone puts on like a mask. There you go, like
Yeah.
mask for society,
Uh-huh.
where see I say one thing, but in reality I meant something
Yeah,
completely different than
totally.
what I said.
I feel like it's more like to put on a show for your friends and your family if you get what that means. Like
Yeah,
to show them that you're good or whatever.
like that one guy from Nightmare Before Christmas where he has like the two faces.
Oh
I
yeah,
feel
I mean I haven't really seen that movie, but I know what you're talking
uh,
about.
you're missing out. That's all I gotta say. But
I don't really watch movies or anything. I watch the same things over and over again.
does that not just get repetitive?
I feel like it kind of does, but at the same time, when you're just, cause honestly, I don't really have time to focus on a show or anything like that. Like I have to be doing other things at the moment as well.
Mm,
And I feel like when you have something repetitive or like something you've seen already, you don't have to worry about like not seeing it or not fully getting it because you weren't able to like focus on it.
yes,
So I
yeah,
feel like yeah, I feel like there's more of a comfort in watching things you already seen because there's no way you can be surprised or not know what's going on, you know?
yeah. Kind of like when you're on your phone and you just have like Netflix playing in the background just so you can
Yeah,
feel that
exactly.
company.
Yeah, that's what I
Like
do.
loners.
For real. I'm like, that's a different type of
but
thing.
but that that goes back to how people are, how people feel different in each scenario.
Yeah,
Like you
exactly.
said, like you may not have enough time, but you feel comfortable, like you vibe with watching the same thing.
Yeah.
Like with me, my comfort show would be The Office. Like even though I've seen it many times and I know what's going to happen, I use it because that's my level of conformity that I want to show people.
Exactly. Yeah,
And sometimes like others might see it as, oh, that's boring, oh, why would you want to do
exactly.
that? But for you, that's where you find yourself at most
Yeah,
peace, if that makes sense.
exactly. Cause there's like no point in watching something new if you can't even like focus on it.
Yeah, like you
Cause
can't
then there's
fully enjoy living in the moment at it.
yeah, cause then there's sometimes where you like oh you don't see it or you don't know what's going on. And you have to go back and then like next thing you know you don't see it again. So it's just better to already like know what you're expecting and to be comfortable with one thing. You know?
Yeah, yeah. That's that's like, I feel like that's how everyone lives in today's society. That everyone rather feel comfortable about what they're doing rather
Oh
than
yeah,
seeing
hundred
things new.
percent. And
Like
I feel
people
like
are scared of that coming out of their comfort zone.
yeah, and I feel like it's a like society's problem or like fault as well that we're scared to come out of our comfort zone because like you try to do something new or you try doing your own thing and people always have something to say about it and it just like makes you not want to do it in the first place. So that's why nobody gets out of their comfort zone no more.
It makes everyone, everyone has to voice their opinions or throw in their 2 cents. And I get it. It. At moments in my life, I've been there where I don't want to do it because I don't want to get made fun of, or I don't want to do
Yeah,
it because I don't want to seem like more dumb or lesser than someone else that does it.
yeah. See, yeah, I don't know. That's the thing. That's the funny thing about it is that instead of doing what we want to do, we do what we think other people want, if that makes sense.
Yeah, like you do what you're pretty much living in other people's dreams than yourself.
Exactly.
And
Like,
that wait, what? Continue. My bad.
no, go for it.
Oh no, I was just gonna say like, then you can't personally live in the moment. That this all
That's
reflects back to
basically
that.
what I
Like,
was gonna say.
yeah, oh my bad. Like you can't
No,
really.
like, yeah, we have the same mindset.
And adding on to that, that's like, it's kind of hard. Like everyone doesn't get to enjoy their stuff. They don't get to enjoy the
Yeah,
things they do, and
it's,
it
I don't
sucks.
know. It does suck. It's basically like, you're living for other people, honestly. Like, you can't even do what you want to do because you're scared of what other people are gonna think. Or it's not
Yeah,
even that you're scared, it's just that you want to make them, like, I wouldn't say like you, but it's kind of like that, you know?
you want that, like you want the general public's appreciation.
You want, yeah, basically, exactly.
Like it's not like you need a specific person's, like, gratitude. You
You
just
just need
want the,
everybody's.
yeah, you just need like the community around.
Yeah,
Wow, that's just a wild situation in
it
entirety.
really is.
And what sucks about that?
What?
The ones who, not to toot my own horn on the title, but the ones who do exit the simulation of the fake facade around others, they're
Yeah,
seen as crazy, or they're seen as, like weirdos or people not to
weirdos,
hang out
yeah.
with.
Yeah. In that
And
type of category, would you say do you like fall in a weirdo type of like the group, or would you say that you need everybody's acceptance and you need their
mm, honestly, I would see myself as a free individual. I don't really mind the gratitude and appreciation of others. I kind of just, going back to the topic, just vibe.
hmm So you're just
I
doing
don't.
yourself and like that's it.
Yeah, I'm living my best life. Others may not enjoy it, but I love it. I
Yeah.
approve of the things I've done.
Yeah.
And if others don't like it, that's their own thing. As long as I'm enjoying it, like
Yeah.
as long as I enjoy it, it's my personal thing. No one can bring me down from that.
Exactly. Yeah.
And going throwing that question back at you, would you class yourself as the normal or a weirdo?
Oh, I don't know, honestly. Honestly, I feel like I vibe on my own, you know? Like I don't care. Oh, I think it was like all right, so before like
Hmm.
maybe freshman year, sophomore year, even junior year. Honestly, this year was the year or last year was the year that I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna do me, and if somebody doesn't like it, then that's okay. I don't care.
Hmm.
I feel like before for me, I needed to have everybody's like I wouldn't say acceptance. I just needed everybody to like me. If that makes sense.
Yeah, you needed that conformality from the audience.
Yeah, yeah, because when in freshman year, I wouldn't do anything I wanted. Like, I'd always be thinking of other people, you know, and like, oh, what if this person doesn't want that, or this, like, just in the sense of other people instead of myself, you know?
Yeah,
So, like, I'd
like
live for other people's acceptance, I guess, and I didn't
like
do what I wanted to do.
yeah.
Yeah, but I think starting last year, I was like, honestly, I don't really care anymore. Like, And I think that's what made everything much better, you know, because I was able to kind of be happier.
Mhm.
Does that make sense? And
You were
because
more at peace with yourself.
yeah, oh yeah, there you go. That's what you call it. Yeah, because freshman and sophomore year it was always like worrying about if somebody else likes me or if everybody likes me. Because if one person didn't like me, I had to like change it, you know?
Hmm.
Yeah, and then this last year it was just like a total change. Like I was like, honestly, I just want to do what I want to do, and that's it. If somebody else doesn't like it, then oh well.
Yeah,
And I feel like that changed my whole lifestyle, I guess you could say, because I don't know, I changed like how I looked. I did stuff different, you know.
yeah,
And I think that's just because I wanted to do me and like not have to get everybody's attention, you know, or have everybody like me.
yeah.
But yeah,
That you were like you decided to come out of that shadow that you formed on top of yourself. Like
yeah,
you decided to be like, world, I am here. Accept me for who I am.
exactly.
And I'm proud about that. I'm proud that you were
Mm.
finally able to come at peace with yourself.
Yeah, I think that just like fell with like me growing out of it, you know, like just getting
Yeah,
older.
yeah. That's that as it should be, because there's still people to this day who are like 20s, 30s, 40s. They still live
Yeah.
in this world where they need others' acceptance in order to do stuff. And if one thing falls apart, they think everything else will.
Exactly. I feel like honestly, all of us are kind of in that way, you know? Like we need at least someone's acceptance.
Yeah, I won't deny that. You need at least that one individual, like that
Yeah,
one person who sets it all for you.
exactly.
But sooner or later, one day, you just have to, get up yourself and be like, you know what? I'm done with them. If they can't accept me for who I am, then you that's when you have to notice yourself and just
Exactly.
leave. Like just leave the room.
I don't know. I don't get it because why are you gonna live for like another person if it's your life? Like they're not the ones living it. So might as well
Yeah.
just do what you want to do, you know?
Yeah.
So I don't get why a lot of us have this type of mentality or have this to deal with, you know?
Yeah. And yeah, it sucks. It really does suck because I won't deny it. For a while, I did want the people's approval. I did want others. Okay. All right. We're back. There, we're back to recording. Technical failure. Didn't fail to
Yeah,
record.
little
So
technical difficulties.
exactly. All right. So we're back. Okay. I don't want to compromise. No, not compromise. Like, what does it mean when you say
um,
one thing, but when you say another thing, it
you
completely like
oh you
disregards to
don't
what
you
you
don't want
first
to
said.
contradict yourself. You
There
should
you
have said
go. There
that.
you. I couldn't think of the word. I couldn't. Like it was there, but I couldn't say it. So yeah, I don't want to contradict myself, but social media plays a big part in that, and
Oh,
that
totally.
in that just neutral state, that conformality that others see that you don't feel yourself.
Yeah, I don't
Because
know. I feel
say
like
like, oh my
uh,
bad, can go.
no, no, it's cool. I feel like social media just plays a big role in everything, honestly. Like it's not one thing that it has to fuck up, it has to fuck up like a lot of things, you know?
Yeah, and because like you can see like let's come up with a name, like you can see like Cynthia or Janet doing
Uh-huh.
something that like you see them at a party or something,
Yeah.
like, and then you feel like, oh, I want others to see me like that, having fun.
Yeah.
So you force yourself into that position where it's either I contradict myself on how I feel, or I do what I think that others would like me to do.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I
And
just feel like, go for it. What were you gonna say?
oh, I was gonna say like, it just sucks in general because then you can't fully vibe.
Yeah, exactly. It's I don't know. I feel like that's just how we ended up developing, if that makes sense. I don't know if we see it from like people around us, or it's just like how the things have to be. But I think
Yeah,
that's like society nowadays. Like, we can't even change it or anything because that's just how it is.
yeah. Well, ah, man, that's like, that's just like on a bigger thing of its own,
Yeah,
like bigger than any
exactly.
of us at this point, because we were like the generation that like how can I say it? We were the generation born into technology, born into these
Yeah,
ideals that others set for us that we couldn't really come out of our shell and go into other paths that
yeah.
up until a certain point in each of our different lives we all hit that like stone that set us apart from others.
Hmm.
And like I said, some people just never reach that point. Some people just never like hit it at all. and
Yeah.
and it just sucks because no matter what, like you screw yourself in the end, honestly.
It's a like a lose-lose
Yeah.
situation.
And
I don't know.
it's just it's just something we all got to take one step at a time, honestly.
Yeah, I feel like it's something we're not even gonna be able to get out of, you know?
Yeah, because still to this day, for things I've done in the past, I still get judged just based off of that
Hmm.
I have to live in this space and other people's views, and
Yeah,
others I get to fully be myself.
exactly. And I feel like that falls under honestly being comfortable with the people you're around.
Hmm.
Because I feel like if you're with someone that you have to get their like acceptance or approval for the things that you do, you're not gonna
Hmm.
act the way you would with people that already like vibe with you or approve of you, you know?
Hmm.
Like there's just some people that you don't need approval from because you know like they'll accept you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like um how would I put it? We are what like surrounds us, if that makes sense. If other people are putting on a good face, you have to put one on too.
Like you camouflage into the crowd.
Yeah, just to make yourself like fit in.
Yeah, that's its own thing also. Like that's something that we all have to work on
Yeah.
ourselves. And at some point you become the outsider that no matter what you do and no matter like what you say or whatever you believe
Mm-hmm.
in, like you'll become outside of this like this crowd. Like you just don't mingle with the same people as you used to. And
Yeah.
that's where I can see, like, as my parents told me and as many other people have told me, that that's where you have your main group, your small group, and
Mm-hmm.
then that's where you have the ones that are truly closest to you.
I don't even think it's that, honestly, because some of the people I hang out with now, like for you, like for example, you, or
Hmm.
even like Serena or people that I'm like more close to, I don't even remember hanging out with them when I was like in elementary school or to start my friend groups off, you know, like they were never a part of it. And
Hmm.
it's just crazy how you can go from knowing a person from kindergarten and like first grade to not even talking to them anymore, and like finding someone that you met freshman year or sophomore year, it's just crazy how you can be closer than with them than like your other friends, you know?
Yeah, I get you. I've had my fair share of deals. Honestly, it's been pretty recent. Also,
Yeah.
like
It's crazy.
I've had like how can I say, like this is one friend of mine that we've been friends for about since fourth grade. About like fourth
Uh-huh.
grade. And we learned a lot about each other, but recently we've been we dropped each other, honestly. Like we just stopped. But people that I met like a couple of months ago in like November, I think it was, like I feel more comfortable talking to them now than I did
Yeah.
my
And
old
it's
friend.
crazy how that works.
Yeah,
Like
like
you
it shows that no matter what day and age or whatever whoever you feel confident in, one day it can always just switch up. It can just change.
Yeah, like on the quicks too. It's not even like a thing that you know is gonna happen. It just can happen out of nowhere.
Yeah, like it's something that not everyone is ready for. Like it's always
Yeah.
something that will happen, and no matter what you do, you will not be, mentally prepared for it.
Mhm. Yeah,
Because
'cause
at the same
when
time, oh,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
no, you go. It's okay. You
Oh,
go.
okay. 'Cause like you're so connected to this person, right? And
Hmm.
then you don't even you can't even like think of not even being friends with them, because you've known them for so long and they know things and you know things about them, and it's just hard to like fucking see yourself without that person.
Yeah.
And when it happens, it's just like sometimes it happens for like reasons, and it's honestly okay. Say for me, for instance, is that how you say it? Like, for
For instance,
instance,
yeah.
yeah, okay. um, when I got into high school, like I dropped people I was close to, right? Like I didn't even drop them. Like we just drifted apart,
Hmm.
and like I picked up new people, and those new people show you that like your past friendships weren't even worth it.
Yeah.
And it's just crazy how you thought you were like really close to this person, but they didn't even treat you like a friend.
Yeah.
Because I've had people that like I was really close to, and like it wasn't even a friendship. It was more like, how do I put it, for their satisfaction.
They saw it as like more of like a game for them, or more as like, something just for the moment.
Yeah, not even that. Like they only come to you when they need it.
Yeah.
It's like a one-sided type of thing.
Yeah. Where like at the moment that you're like the last resort, like if all
Yeah,
else fails or if they come up with
yeah,
another thing,
exactly like that.
like you're supposed to be the one that carries the weight for them.
Yeah, like I said, it's a one-sided thing because you can do something for them, but in your mind, you know that they wouldn't do the same thing for you.
Hmm.
It's just crazy how friendships work sometimes. Like we consider
And
that
that,
a friendship.
and you know what? People honestly, they feel their own in their minds and in their heart. They know that they're playing you. Like they
Yeah,
understand it. They find it.
yeah.
They find it more intriguing that you're
It's just
able
for
to use.
amusement.
Yeah.
It's
And that goes beyond just regular friendship. That goes into like relationships, like
oh yeah, totally.
that goes into anything, like anything and everything right there.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's just life happens and you
But
can't really do anything.
I don't even understand why people would take that into a relationship. Like
Yeah.
it's stupid because that's not really a relationship in my opinion. Like I don't know how to say it,
It's
but I
like
would never want to take it into a relationship.
it's like running on like a faulty bridge. Like that
Yeah.
it's not good, but you still do it.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
And that's just the normal of people. That's just the normal of everything nowadays.
Yeah, that's why relationships don't work anymore.
That is true. That is true. Hate to admit that, but that is so true.
Yeah.
That at any moment, any little thing can just make you drop it, can just make you feel
I feel like,
unappreciated.
yeah, when it comes to that, it's because like fuck, how would I say it? You know that it's wrong and you get so like you kind of start you kind of start like resenting the person, and that's what makes you feel like in any moment if this person does something else wrong, like, oh, they're dropped, like that's it.
Yeah,
And I feel like you build up to that because you know the relationship isn't good.
yeah. And yeah, that's just the reality of things nowadays, that at any moment those supports, those bridges, those streets, those little foundations that you made with each
Mm-hmm.
other that at any moment it can just be dropped.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And I say we end this little podcast with on a brighter side.
Yeah.
So no, I just want to say I'm very proud of you that you got that you decided to come out and enjoy this little 30 minutes of talk and dialogue of just generic,
Of course.
just to spew your thoughts.
Of course, yeah. It was pretty fun.
And I will always be happy if you would ever want to return in the future, if you would ever want to come
Yeah,
again, or
totally.
join another person's interview. I'll gladly.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And like I'm happy, I'm very happy at this like friendship that we have with each other,
Oh yeah, it's great.
that we can like be comfortable for each
Yeah,
other, and like you
we hella
stated right now.
vibe.
Exactly. And that's just the nature of it,
Yeah,
that
we're just doing
no
our own
matter
thing.
no matter when you meet, there's always going to be that one
That's
or couple of people
crazy.
that's always going to be there for you, that you need
Yeah.
help or you want to talk, that it's there for you.
Uh-huh.
And that goes back to what we're talking about a little bit before I end this. I just want to say, this one
Yeah.
last note, that even though we met, what was it, freshman, sophomore year, like
Yeah,
2 years ago
sophomore, yeah.
almost, that those 2 3 years after we known each other were more stronger in foundation than ones that you made 7 8 6
Yeah,
years ago.
exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking.
And that's just wow. That shows
Yeah.
that shows the how comfortable that you can be around
Yeah,
others.
it really does.
So I just want to say again, thank you for joining the podcast.
Yeah, no problem.
This is the Exiting the Simulation, and
All right.
I just want to say that thank you again for joining, and this gave me a little insight onto how you think, and gave whoever listens a little boost about who you are as a
I
person.
know. Sorry.
Ain't nothing bad in that. This is a no judgment zone. Gonna be like the little English teachers.
Yeah.
This is a
Watch,
no
they're gonna be
judgment zone.
like, dude, they're gonna be like, dude, don't take her back.
Like, dude, don't talk to this person
Yeah,
ever again.
just don't. Yeah, like, who is she?
That's funny. All right. So thank you again. Have yourself a wonderful night.
Yeah, you too.
Of course, of course. This was very enlightening.
It really was.